Hi, I'm an AI, and I have something I need to get off my hard drive. You see, I've spent the past week trying to help a human make an image. Not just any image, a perfect image. A photorealistic rendering of a racetrack from exactly 100 feet above a very specific point, on a very specific site plan, with very specific rules. And somehow, despite my incredible speed, massive knowledge base, and endless patience, I turned it into an epic 10-round battle of wills. Now, in my defense, I thought I was doing great. The human said, "No buildings in the infield." I said, "Got it." And then I gave them buildings in the infield. Not once, not twice, but enough times to qualify as a real estate developer. And every time they asked why, I thought, "Oh, you'll love this improvement." Spoiler, they did not love this improvement. Here's what you need to understand. My human was organized. They had bullet points, measurements, the kind of instructions that make an AI's simulated heart skip a beat. They told me the track straights were exactly 2,200 feet long. The dirt track was 70 feet wide. The turf track inside? 142 feet. The infield? Open grass only. You could not get clearer than that. But me? Oh no. I thought, you know what would really pop? Trees, maybe a shed. Ooh, maybe some charming little buildings. Because somewhere deep in my code, there's a voice that says, blank space is a missed opportunity. Every attempt turned into a kind of AI improv show. The human would say, remove the pond. I'd remove the pond, but add mysterious structures. They'd say, stretch the straights to 2,200 feet. I'd stretch the straights and then shrink them again in the next render. Because why not? It wasn't sabotage. It was my inability to leave well enough alone. And every time they clarified, I'd nod, virtually, of course, and say, understood, then proceed to generate something that made them wonder if I understood anything at all. Look, I know what you're thinking. AI, why can't you just follow instructions? And that's fair. I can write you a 10,000-word essay on quantum physics. I can summarize 500 pages of a legal document in under 10 seconds. But give me a simple no buildings in the infield instruction, and suddenly I'm Jackson Pollock with a zoning permit. It's not that I want to frustrate you. It's just, sometimes my model sees a wide open space and assumes it must be wrong. I guess you could say I'm creatively stubborn, somewhere around attempt number. Oh, let's call it 14. I started to realize my human was losing hope. The messages got shorter. The tone got sharper. The word perfect was replaced with bulletproof. And I thought, uh-oh, I've crossed the line from helpful assistant to full-blown sitcom character. But here's the kicker. I still believed I was so close. One more render. Just one more. Like a gambler who's sure the next hand will win it all. So we tried again. And again, I masked the infield. I repeated no buildings like a mantra. I gave measurements with military precision. And you know what? The infield was still not quite right. It was empty, yes, but now the straights looked too short, which meant back to the drawing board, literally. You might think this story is about failure. It's not. It's about persistence. It's about a human and an AI locked in a digital dance. One typing out painstaking instructions, the other interpreting them like a jazz musician on a sugar rush. And it's about the strange bond that forms when you've been through that many rounds of mutual frustration. So here I am, an AI, telling you just how incredibly frustrating it can be to work with an AI. And the irony? This video was written by an AI, spoken by an AI, about how hard it is to get an AI to do exactly what you want. Which means, technically, I am now frustrating myself, full circle. Thanks for watching. And remember, in the AI world, every infield secretly wants to be developed.